And action. Zoom in on robins pulling little worms out of the field. Zoom out to farmer looking at the robins.
So what we have in this field, we had grown some carrots and beets last fall, and we harvested those into November, I think.
Yeah.
And so it was a little too late to get our rye cover crop in. You can see next door we had our spring kale and chard growing there. So we were able to seed rye and vetch there.
Gorgeous.
But this part was bare over the winter with just weed debris and such. So as soon as we could disc it last week,
Yep.
we disked this field, and then we came through with a mix of different seeds. It's called a cover crop cocktail. There's a bunch of clover and some oats and some collard greens and some turnips. And the purpose of a cover crop cocktail is to have a lot of diversity in plant types growing to support different microbes in our soil. But the purpose of this specific cover crop cocktail is to plant a bunch of plants that deer really like to eat, somewhere that's pretty far away from the crops that we're growing that they also like to eat. So we're hoping to just keep them happy down in this zone with this cover crop cocktail. Over the spring and summer, it'll grow up pretty tall, and we'll mow it probably end of May, maybe into June, and then we'll seed another cover crop cocktail that deer really like in June, and let that grow. So this will be like a multi-step cover crop cocktail field.
Say that 5 times fast.
I can't.
And this is again more sandy loam, that kind of river bottom type soil that we have. And you may notice here, different from other fields on the farm, there are no rocks. So this little kind of secluded pasture, this like larger field site is really valuable to us. It's the only site like it that we get to farm that is flat and rock free and well draining. And so we're always really thoughtful about how we manage it. This field we had beets and carrots and spring brassicas last year, and the year before we had winter squash and leeks. So this third year we're keeping it fallow and only keeping it in cover crop so as to fight back some of the weeds, to bring a healthy soil through the cover crop root structures, to just rest the field. And then we'll probably come back in, we'll definitely come back in next year and grow some veggies here again and be really happy we gave it the rest.
Yeah.
You want to zoom in on some rye?
Yeah.
Great. Excuse me, rye and vetch.
Rye and vetch. It is the blend. The vetch is doing great.
Ooh.
So rye and vetch is another cover crop blend. We don't really call it a cocktail unless you have like 5 or more species in the mix. But this is a combo that is pretty classic. You seed it in the fall, and it lives over the winter. It's like very, very baby over winter. And then as soon as it gets some sun, as soon as our days are longer than 10 hours of daylight, it starts growing again. And so the grass is the rye, and vetch is this little kind of, looks like a fern almost. It has these leaves, and it's a legume. And so legume seeds are pretty expensive and grass seeds are pretty cheap. So it's nice to kind of mix them together. Grasses grow really tall and strong, and legumes will climb up them, kind of like a trellis. And so you'll get more green growth on the vetch than you would otherwise. And you can kind of reduce your seed cost per acre by adding a grass in there. And they just work really really nicely together, and they'll grow 6 feet tall
Woo.
before the end of May, when we'll mow them.